Hi, it's time. In this video, I'm going to predict the winners for all 16 upcoming regular season games for week 3 of NFL season 2025. Let's get right into it with the first matchup on Thursday night football with the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. And this one's like the lock of the week. Got to be the Bills here. Maybe one of two locks that I feel the strongest, and my one of my two top survivor choices of the week with the Buffalo Bills. So then it's the Sunday 1 o'clock game set. Green Bay Packers at Cleveland Browns. This is my second lock of the week, and also um, another one of my top two survivor picks. So Green Bay and Buffalo. But I just want to talk about Green Bay a little bit. Um, I feel like I wish Micah was still in Dallas. And this is an easy win for them, but I don't know. I wish they were kind of disbanded. Like, more so, like, Jordan Love is kind of like a goofy alpaca, and like, his name isn't suitable for him. He should be called Jordan like. Um, and I got more stuff to say about Green Bay. They're like one of two teams that I want to disband, but this is just the first part of it. I should have done this earlier, um, but it doesn't matter. I said what I had to say there. Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee Titans. That's the next game, and I'm taking the Colts. The Titans, you know, look like a bottom tier team. They don't really move the ball that well. And I don't know. I feel like the Colts could be all over them. So I'll take the Colts in this one in a pretty confident pick. So I'm moving on to Cincinnati Bengals at Minnesota Vikings. No Joe Burrow and no JJ McCarthy. Both starting quarterbacks are out with injury. So I'm liking Cincinnati Bengals more in this one. I'm going to pick them. Minnesota, Jordan Addison's still suspended, so he's not going to play. And JJ's not going to play. I don't know what Carson Wentz is going to be like. They're missing Aaron Jones. I think he's out too. Yeah, he's out too. So I'll just roll with Cincy. And then Pittsburgh Steelers at New England Patriots. Um, Pittsburgh's defense looks like like and people are saying it's not like what it was, and they're giving up a lot of points. And the Patriots were pretty explosive last week, so I'm going to take the Patriots for this one. And then it's Los Angeles Rams at Philadelphia Eagles. Um, I mean, I'll be rooting for the Rams, but the Eagles look like they're picking up right where they left off on that championship caliber level. And it's really hard to stop them. And, you know, it's like impossible to stop the tush push play. So they have an advantage with that on top of already being a really strong team. So I'll take the Eagles for that one. Okay, next one is New York Jets at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I'm wearing my Tampa Bay Buccaneers Tom Brady t-shirt. This is becoming one of my new favorite teams. Like, I don't know, like I got the Lions and the Cowboys, and now like Tampa Bay is so seriously winning me over. Um and the Jets got the backup quarterback in. So I'm definitely taking Tampa Bay. Um Las Vegas Raiders at Washington Commanders. Jaden might not play. It's like it's like he's day to day, but he's probably not going to play, is what they said, or something like that. Um, and of course, I'm going to take Las Vegas when I'm wearing my Tampa Tom T-shirt. And Gino, don't throw 3 picks or any. Throw 3 touchdowns. So I'll take the Las Vegas Raiders. Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. I mean, I was considering taking the Panthers because what's his name? Their quarterback, um, Bryce Young. What's his name? He had like career highs in like yards and stuff last week. Like I feel like they're improving a little at least. But I'm gonna take the Falcons to win. Could be a year of close games where they lose for the Carolina Panthers, is what it looks like. And then the last game of the 1 o'clock set I got here is Houston Texans at Jacksonville Jaguars. And well, I don't know. I'm just feeling the Jags so much this year, and I wish they would have won. They had so many chances to win the game last week. Like they should have scored after that interception by by their linebacker Devin Lloyd or Devin White. I forgot his name, but he put them like on the 12-yard line or something. And they had like four chances. They got like a first down. I don't even remember, but like they had so many chances to like extend their lead to two touchdowns or 10 points. And Jake Browning came in for Joe, and it was three interceptions. And the Jaguars had so many chances to put them away, and they just couldn't do it. And then the Bengals won at the end there. Um, but Houston, you know, I don't know. They're 0-2. They'll be hungry for a win. Their season's on the line. Um, but I'm just gonna roll with Jaguars because I picked them to win the division before the season. And this is a critical game. This is their home game against the Texans. They can't lose it right now because then both teams are 1-2, and they're going to be way behind Indianapolis. So it was just an uphill battle with the Houston Texans gaining momentum. So come on, football gods, give me Jacksonville Jaguars. I needed you last week and you didn't come through, and I need you now. Do it now. Um, Moving on to the 4 o'clock games. Denver Broncos at Los Angeles Chargers. Last year I picked against the Chargers. Um, like at the beginning of the season, I can't remember. Like I think I picked against them and they won. No, no. What happened was I picked them to win like their first couple of games and they did, and I picked against Denver to lose their games in the beginning of the season and they did. And then so I thought that trend would hold true, but then the Chargers started losing some games and the Broncos started winning them. Granted, they both still had a good season. Um, that's just my mom running water. It's a real distraction. Um, so so the Denver Broncos. I'm taking the Denver Broncos. I think it's going to be like last year. Like maybe the Broncos will get back on track after kind of two weird games. And the Chargers, I'm still not fully sold on you guys yet. So I'm going to take the Broncos. New Orleans Saints at Seattle Seahawks. Um, so New Orleans, I don't think they're going to win this game. Like they're number 32 in the power rankings, and I don't know. This is like a top four confident pick of mine. I would say the top four confident winners I am in this week would be the Bills, Packers. Um, who else did I get? The Colts, and then the Seahawks too. So hopefully I get four of those correctly. Moving on to Cowboys at Bears. Um, I mean, the Cowboys defense is kind of questionable right now, but they got the dub last week. I just don't know. Like, that's a lot of points for the Giants, I feel like. Are the Giants more so real, or the Dallas Cowboys giving up like a lot of points because their defense ain't something anymore without Micah? Um, I don't know, but Chicago's defense is maybe even worse, and I feel like Dallas's offense is better. Like Chicago was relying on their defense, but no dice. I'm taking Cowboys. Arizona Cardinals at San Francisco 49ers. Mac Jones to win two games in a row as the backup. Not picking them. I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals to start off three in a row. Dubs 3-0. Kansas City Chiefs at New York Giants. You know what? Chiefs, you got to win this game. Kansas City Chiefs, I'm picking you. Travis Kelsey. He's like one of the two moles in the NFL. There's Micah Parsons, who's the league's mole right now, and then you got Travis Kelsey. He's just like suspected of being a Kansas City Chiefs mole right now because he knocked out Xavier Worthy, and like, dude, that was terrible. You ran in. Xavier's your best playmaker on offense. Maybe besides Patrick Mahomes, not counting him. So you knocked him out in like a weird, uncoordinated. You guys were both trying to like. You guys ran into each other. I don't know if it was a pick play where you guys were both doing drags, but you ran into each other and it was goofy, and then you knocked him out. But then you apologized. I'm like, all right, it's fine. I'm moving on. And I picked you in week 1, and then I picked you in week 2. In week 2, you dropped the ball in the goal-to-go situation. You had the game. You had the touchdown. It was right in your hands. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear like the guy saying, "Oh, Pat threw it early" or anything. So like that was you, Travis. So if you guys don't win on Sunday night, then you are a mole, and along with Micah, and then your season's pretty much is it over, or is the Giants like the Giants are going to be 1-2? I don't know. I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs, and then Monday Night Football, which is Lions at Ravens. So I told you about the two moles of the league, and then I was talking about earlier how there's two teams that we're going to disband. The first team being the Packers, and the second team to disband is the Lions. Even if they won last week, I don't know. It's just such a hard matchup, and we're at Baltimore. I'm not feeling the vibes. You know what? I kind of regret not picking the Vikings before the season started to win the division, and I picked the Lions because I wanted to be loyal to my hometown and my hometown guys. Um, but in hindsight, I should have took the Packers with that Micah Parsons trade. Lions, you can still win the division. Um, but this is the thing that I didn't like personally. I would say like I disagree with the owner and the general manager and the head coach decision of what you did in the draft, the 2025 draft, and that's the essence of it. And I'm taking Ravens in the game. Um, Hopefully, it'll be a good picking week and a fun slate of NFL games. And I'll be predicting Week 4's games next week, Wednesday night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.